thought the run was bad. This is worse.
Welcome to another Gaz Right video. Welcome back to Bali and welcome to how running changed my life in 1 month. We're going to be talking leveling up of content, fitness, networking, a little bit on the physique. So if you do like what you see, hit the subscribe button down below. Let's get cooking, baby. Good morning, campers. Currently 5:15 a.m. Saturday morning, and usually I'd be sleeping in, usually I'd be recovering from a few of the old beer worries. However, not this day. This day we're getting after it, en route to Oblivion Gym to meet with the old boys. Never seen Canggu as quiet, which is absolute carnage. But yeah, we've got an absolute day lined up for ourselves. I'll hopefully get Goss to intro the session. But yeah, we're going to be smashing out the shoulders. We're going to be smashing out the old ab worries and just absolutely getting after it. I keep banging it home, but surround yourself with people who are better than you in different areas, and you're going to push yourself harder. You know what I mean? Going to the gym at this time, outrageous behaviour. Not that tired at the minute, which is surprising because I've had about 3 hours and 30 minutes sleep editing the video yesterday. Look at this, you can't even see me, it is that dark. So yeah, I'm going to try cross over and walk in between some of these lights. But yeah, silly day. Consistency builds success and we're getting after it. Let's get cooking, baby.
Let's go.
Mate, it's coming from with an intro.
Morning. You good?
Yeah, good man, good.
Yeah, I gotta keep dreaming, gotta keep going. Yeah, I gotta keep pushing, gotta keep breathing. Yeah, I gotta keep working. Yeah, at least for the moment, start with 1 million. And I want my mansion, so my family knows that we are set for life. Yeah, ain't nothing that's gonna take over. Shit, know when they gonna take it, but I grab it. I'ma have it, I've been cut on my habits. So I gotta do it, man, I gotta demand this. Cause I be really put it, man, I want my status.
Gym session boxed off, shoulders absolutely toast. Abs, just a little tickling, nothing too aggressive. Down to the beach, sun going straight in the old retinas, but I thought I'd get this on so I can actually see what I'm doing. And yeah, lovely little bit of sea action. Smashed out some Haribo, smashed out some coconut water to get the old electrolytes in the bones, and another Run Club incoming. Let's go. Pool looking extremely inviting. However, the boys had other ideas. How was the run? How's the water?
I thought the run was bad. This is worse. I'm making the run feel like heaven, mate. Yeah, it's pretty cold.
What temperature are we dealing with?
Oh, it's got to be like 6 degrees, I reckon. 6 degrees.
Yeah, 5 minutes in there from Josh. He's outrageous behaviour. No sauna first. Me and Gus have got the right idea. Get that temperature up and then get in the mixer. But yeah, silly setup, pool action, ice bath, sauna, and yeah, a few of the old rice fields. Obsidian, filthy bit of kit. Wowee, that is the definition of not warm. Josh has just done 5.5 minutes, no sauna first. Not a chance I'll be doing that. Oh. Unbelievable setup, little Obsidian gym review, silly amounts of equipment. So if you're looking for an out and out gym, I personally say this is better than the wrong gym. I think the aesthetics, the vibe, the people, the little Zen garden at the wrong gym are absolutely phenomenal. But if you're looking for somewhere for like a proper workout, then there's just a silly amount of equipment. There's 3 different areas. You've got the inside bit with all like the actual machines. Then you've got like a kind of pure weightlifting area, silly amounts of squat racks, silly amounts of places to do bench press, get the old shoulders flowing like this, still cooked. from this morning, and then they've got a really cool outside area where like the sun's coming through. Again, all like the bars, you can do squats, you can do pull-ups, you can do dips, a little bit of the old calisthenics going into the bones, and then as you work your way outside, nice little cafe, and then a silly pool overlooking the rice fields, little sun lounger, and yeah, I would say definitely there's people swimming in the pool, which I think like at the wrong gym you're a little bit more confined with space, but yeah, silly setup, getting the old rest, recovery, a little bit of the old sauna action, first up to get the old internal temperature going, and then yeah, going to see how long we can stay in here for. Obviously only up to the old waist at the minute, so I'm going to have to dunk in, otherwise people will be getting on my back in the old comments. But yeah, the recovery from doing the ice bath. Neen's, aka legend of the scene, and if you don't know Neen's, that is my mum, has been dipping for many moons now and been telling me how good it is for the mind, the body, the soul. I think it's a lot easier when you're in a nice like warm climate, so when you get out of here you're either in a sauna or you're in the sun. When you're doing that back in the UK, back in Bolton especially, it is Baltic. But shout out to the chairman, shout out to the chili dippers, and yeah, let's see how long we can get in here, baby. Rested, recuperated, and it's safe to say the 5 a.m. wake up has truly caught up with me. Had to get a little nap in the system. Was like trying to do stuff on my laptop, eyes just slowly closing. So yeah, it does catch up on you. However, I feel as if it's just about routine, because I go to bed quite late normally, so to get up early is just an absolute battle. So hopefully we can instill some more positive habits, more positive things in the right direction. But let's get into how running changed my life in 1 month. It's not going to be a case of I knocked this off my 5K time, or oh my god, these secret running hacks. I'm going to break it down in terms of like, I'm going to start off with a little story time and kind of how it came about and the idea, and then break it down in terms of like networking, mindset, a little bit on the fitness front, a little bit on the nutrition front, and then a little bit on the content front. Ultimately, how running has allowed me to evolve in each of those areas, and hopefully will allow me to continue to evolve. As always, hopefully there's some wisdom, and if there is, drop a subscribe down below. I'm dropping these little nuggets on a daily basis. So me and Em have been traveling for, well, 4 months at a time, been moving through countries at a ridiculous rate, silly memories, silly exploration, and we landed in Bali. Obviously been following the boy, Louis Armstrong, legend of the scene for a long time. I think like a lot of people, I follow loads of people on YouTube, of course, some people for very specific reasons, whether it's fitness, whether it's travel. I think Louis is one of a few people that fall into a category around lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? He has a little bit of everything on his channel. He has the running, he has the fitness, he has the travel. There's a little bit of something for everyone, and hopefully that's where I'm looking to take my channel. So there's a lot of things that, yeah, I take from that and look to implement. So arrived in Bali, obviously he's been doing his run clubs, been seeing them online. I thought, right, I'm going to sign up to a few of those, get down, meet the rest of the people, and it's going to be really good. So me and Em booked to go to Finn's Beach Club on a Wednesday, in VIP, all signed up, ready to go, and then Louis drops the last ever run club is Thursday morning, 8 a.m. start. So we committed, we had to go. So me and Emily had about 20 drinks at Finn's Beach Club. If you're wondering on the nutrition front, that is not ideal preparation. Alcohol is definitely not good for running and definitely not conducive to your 5K PBs. However, beers are bloody delicious, and if you've not been to Finn's Beach Club, it's an absolute must for anyone coming to Bali. But we digress from the point. So rocked up there, and there's a lot of people, I mean, you've seen online, that I'd seen online from an Insta perspective, from a TikTok perspective. I don't really watch TikTok that much, and from a YouTube standpoint. So, do you know what I mean? You rocked up like semi-nervous. These are people that you kind of emulate, want to live up towards, and ultimately went on that run club, which was bloody difficult, one of the hardest 5Ks that I've ever done. But I think there are so many benefits from that one day to where I am now exactly 1 month later. So starting off from a networking standpoint, so when I went, there was probably say 20 people on this run club. This is probably a more generalization for Bali and Indonesia. The people here are super friendly. One, the locals, so friendly in Bali, especially compared to Lombok. Not sure if anyone else had that experience, but Lombok, I thought people were a little bit more frosty. But the people on the run club, some people are in a similar boat to me, in terms of like just starting out, I mean, just building up their YouTube. But there's a hell of a lot of people on there that have 10K followers, 100K subscribers, 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and I think there's a few elements within that networking piece which are, do you know what I mean, unbelievable, and have kind of changed my approach. One, a confidence standpoint, do you know what I mean? I've worked in environments where you've got to throw yourself in at the deep end, you've kind of got to turn up to a meeting where you've never met someone in the middle of London. So I say I'm confident in lots of different situations. On the public speaking side, that is evolving over time. The more and more of these, that ultimately that I do. But the people there had a genuine interest. Which, I don't know, in my mind I thought was pretty crazy. Like, you've got 1 million, 2 million followers on Instagram and you're asking me genuine questions around my journey, what I'd done, and what I was looking to do moving forward, giving me pointers, giving me advice, and yeah, obviously some information on how to level up in those different areas. So I think from a networking standpoint, one, in Bali, but two, then engaging with Louis on a bit more of a personal perspective, and engaging with like his creator club and the work they're doing there, like-minded individuals, is unbelievable. And I think that gives you more and more confidence in what you're doing. You are on the right track for, I think the general advice was, yeah, these 80% of the stuff you're doing is good, you're moving in the right direction, but have you tried this? Have you tried that? What would happen if you did this? And I think those little pieces of information, those little nuggets of advice are where we can look to evolve the channel over time. So that networking piece, unbelievable. Secondly, on the mindset standpoint, I think I touched on this a little bit before, but on one of the reels I posted where it's like, the rat race is never ending. I think I said something along the lines of, you buy your dream car, it's no longer your dream car. You hit that promotion, you're working towards the next one. You get a salary increase, it no longer allows you to have the life you want to live. And I think the more and more we travel, do you know what I mean? I'm not one of these people that I'm like, oh my God, I want to go and live in the hills and, do you know what I mean, all that sort of stuff. But I do think there is a balance in life. Do you know what I mean? You need to earn money to do flair things. Do you know what I mean? We couldn't be doing this trip that we're on if me and Em hadn't worked hard and hadn't grafted for all those years in London, slaving away in the wonderful world of recruitment. However, there is a point where the money and the investment and the time, whether you're traveling a crazy amount to work, especially if you're getting the tube into London. Do you know what I mean? My hours used to be 8 till 6 in my old job, and then obviously you're on like a tube, silent, no one's talking to you. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, but I think this is a more general rule for people in Bali. People are looking to escape that 9 to 5 and have like a more online business where you could think, oh, the weather's amazing today, right, I'm gonna go surfing, play golf. And you don't have to live in Bali for this, but like, do you know what I mean, if you lived in the UK and you thought, oh, I want to go play golf this morning, it's nice weather, you could do so and have that flexibility, being your own boss. I think for me, it's a case of, do you know what I mean? If YouTube took off, amazing, but it's like, how can I monetize an online platform? So instilling those ideas in my mind of that mindset of, right, okay, if I could earn half what I earned before, but work for myself, have that flexibility, have that freedom not to be confined to one space. I think for most people, or me especially, I think that the main thing is that being confined, if I earned less money but could travel the world, even if I was working the same hours, it was really, really tough work, I think I would value that more than have to be in one specific place, whether that's Sydney, Geneva, London, Madrid, wherever it may be, but then a lot more, especially when you work in, I'm going to say like Western countries. Tax is outrageous. As soon as you go above like 40k, 50k, and anything above that, like it's like, and every extra 10k you earn, you're only earning an extra probably about £200 a month if you throw a bit of student loan on there as well. And it's an absolutely ridiculous setup. So I think it's a case of that mindset piece of realigning, yeah, where I want to be in the future, and those goals from a work standpoint. Maybe you do get a job working for an actual company, but is the freedom to be 100% remote in that? I guess I was at point A in my last job. Point B's up here, the dream, but there's always flexibility in that. And like with any job, there is, you're never going to get everything that you want, but would I settle with something working for myself, earning a lot less, but building something for yourself? And I think that's what a lot of people here are doing, and it's inspiring to listen to. So yeah, definitely on that mindset perspective. And around, I keep banging home about this every day on Reels and a lot in these videos, but the sun is genuinely one of the biggest factors in determining how your day goes. In Bali, the weather here has been a joke for the last 5-6 weeks now, and every single day waking up, even if you are working, I'm trying to do a YouTube video every single day. Em's been like doing some work remote as well, but if you're just waking up and you're sat on your balcony, the sun's coming down in the morning, or you can go watch the sunset in the afternoon, the change in your mood compared to, do you know what I mean, 10 months of the UK where it's terrible weather, it's just a huge factor. So I definitely think the rat race piece, the flexibility, working for yourself, building something for yourself, and getting a little bit of vitamin D in the system is a huge, huge thing. So lots of things to think about on that mindset perspective. And then from a fitness standpoint, if you watch me on YouTube, if you've watched me on Insta, I keep saying this over and over, and if you've been to Bali, you will know this, especially from a lad perspective, everyone is in unbelievable shape. Like, they're either 6% body fat or absolutely wedge, or a combination of the two. And I think that's motivating in itself to get in better shape. And I think when you're in better shape, you're more confident in the work that you do, but wherever you may be. And I mean, I always say this, that in the UK, you don't need to be in that good shape. Realistically, if you can do a few arm exercises, because you're always wearing a shirt, you're always wearing a t-shirt, there's not too much pressure on it. But in Bali, where you're always rig out, you're always like on a beach, or you go into a beach club or the run club. I turned up on the first day with like sun cream on my arms. Do you know what I mean? I can't go no sun cream because I'm actually a little bit tan for me, but it's still not too good. But everyone runs with their top off. You will get in better shape just from coming to Bali, because the people around you will motivate you to do so. But because everyone's in good shape, they have a healthier lifestyle, they go to the gym, and you're networking with them. Do you know what I mean? These people are going to be inviting you to, like we did this morning, go to the gym. You train with better people, whether it's from a running standpoint, whether it's from a workout perspective, whether you want to do like Pilates, dance, whatever it may be, that's going to elevate your fitness levels, your rig, and just get you on a different standpoint. I always say, and it's not just for fitness, but if you surround yourself with people who are better in different areas, so that could be from a workout perspective, that could be, okay, this person earns more money, or this person, as we just said there, has worked for themselves, so they can have 100% flexibility, or whatever all these different areas are. If you surround yourself with those type of people, it is motivating, and it's going to push you to do better and achieve more. So yeah, been working on the rig. I've been trying to do work, like there's a few gyms where you can't work out with your top off, but I think for me, it's easy to wear a t-shirt and get away with it, especially in a gym, whereas here I've been going, right, work out without a top on, and it's an added motivator, the added pressure, the added eyes to, yeah, level up on the old rig. And I think the last point on fitness, this isn't just for Bali, this is anywhere in the world. Work out with somebody else, or go running with somebody else, or go to a Pilates class, a yoga class, whatever it is, with somebody else. When you have that accountability, it's a lot harder. I would say 99% of people would not miss a gym session, or not miss a dance class, a yoga class, or a running session if you're going with somebody else. If it's a case of, oh, I'll go running tomorrow morning, and you wake up and you're tired, it's so easy to roll over in bed, pull the duvet and just go back to sleep. Whereas when you had that shared accountability, especially of people who are in unbelievable shape, it is going to motivate you to take the rig to the next level. So yeah, been working on that as well. And kind of tied into the workout stuff. If you're working, I'd say, I'm trying to think of a number now, maybe like 50% of the people, 60, 70% of the people, I'd say, in Bali, specifically in Canggu, because I think it is like a big digital nomad community, don't drink. So you're going to the gym, you're not drinking, and within that you're making, I'd say, better choices from a nutrition standpoint. Obviously I'll plug the boy Sam as always, but he's obviously channeling, he obviously does all this fitness stuff, he does all this nutrition stuff. If you're surrounded by those people, you make better decisions on nutrition. It's like saying, if you're investing in money and, do you know what I mean, your best mate is an analyst, do you know what I mean? That person is going to give you really, really detailed insight and knowledge. I'm not sure if that's breaking insider trading laws. I'm not even sure. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Don't want to throw anyone under the bus. We digress from the point. Again, surrounding yourself by people like that, you're going to make better decisions. And on another point is that the food quality and level here in Canggu and Bali and Uluwatu and Ubud actually, the quality of food is unbelievable. Bali is not a cheap place, so if you're looking for a cheap holiday or cheap trip, go somewhere else. It is more expensive, but the value for money is sensational. So, especially on the allergy front, so I've been traveling Southeast Asia, it is a nightmare for me traveling that, because, do you know what I mean, the peanut stuff, you sit down anywhere in Bali and they say, do you have any allergies, do you have any food intolerances? So you have that confidence. Then the quality of food, the brunches, the acai bowls, the eggs, the, what else they got in there, the roast dinner at the barn, oh, chef's kiss. It is ridiculous. And then you can go to places like the beach clubs, or even like places like Mason, where we went to in Uluwatu, and the level of food is unbelievable. So, and if you went for that level of meal, I always compare it to the UK because that's where I'm from. If you went for that level of food in central London, you'd be talking 150 quid for 2 people. Here, you're probably talking 30, 40, 50 pound, depending on drinks, all that sort of stuff. And again, like, I'm in probably the category in the middle. Like, I'm obviously still boozing. We've got a silly day lined up tomorrow to go to Luna Beach Club, so we'll be on the beers, but I'm the best all-rounder since Freddie Flintoff. I like to do a bit of everything. Do you know what I mean? This channel's about balance, sharing some insight to my life. So yeah, I think it's about making better decisions overall. And do you know what I mean? If we can do a little bit better from a nutrition standpoint, a little bit better from a fitness standpoint, all these things compound to your overall life itself. And the final section is on leveling up the content game. I monetize my channel, I guess doing everything myself, just watching stuff online, trying to teach myself how to get to the next level. But in the last month, the information and knowledge I've got, one from like Louis Creator Club, but I'd say equally, just from like the people I've met in Bali who said, oh, well, your titles do this. Well, have you tried changing, have 2 sections, have a question in there, don't have the same information on the thumbnail as you do in the text. Only have text on there if it's going to elevate what the story, the message, the SEO optimization, what sort of stuff to include on a thumbnail, what sort of ideas to bring to your videos. So the content hopefully has been leveling up, taking a little leaf out of Casey Neistat and Harry Jaggard's challenge, where they did a YouTube video every single day. I think Harry did it for 8 months, Casey Neistat did it for, I think it was about 3 years in the end, or 2.5 years, which is outrageous. So we've been doing pretty well so far this month. The one every single day since we started, and whilst we're in Changi, whilst we're in Bali, I'm going to be keeping that up. In the future, we're going to assess how well it goes. Is it possible? Because some places where we don't have internet, it's not as good, mate. So we'll see how that goes. But the content standpoint, the people you can learn from here, yeah, it's unbelievable. And not just from like making a YouTube or making a reel and stuff like that, because that's not going to apply to 89% of the people. But I think that the more on the business standpoint, if you're looking to set something up, if you're looking to engage with like-minded individuals, do you know what I mean? I'm not nothing but good words to say about Changi, about Bali. This is the place where you're going to probably have a lot more people who are on a similar mindset, a similar wavelength. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, there are abundance is the wrong word, but there are a lot of people in every city in the world that are doing this. But when you compare it to the general population, say if you look in London, this will be a finite amount of people, because most people would have a 9 to 5, a 9 to 6. Whereas here, I would say probably 90% of people are doing online work. 90% of people are in a position where they work for themselves and they have that freedom. So I think when you combine all those factors, the things that you can learn and develop, and what I have over the last 5 weeks has been, yeah, absolutely invaluable. There's so many ideas now of like content to do in the future, and so forth. But if there are any other things that you think love to see from a content standpoint, I keep saying whether I do more stuff around what things cost, whether I try and do more engage with local people, food challenges, drink challenges, beer, wari challenges, fitness things, anything at all. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to do a little bit of everything, because kind of that's what we're getting up to, and that's what usually the channel is. But if there's anything specific you would like to see, bang it in the comments down below. I read every single message, engage with them, respond with them. And as I kind of mentioned before, we've got an unbelievable day lined up tomorrow. Me and them, Luna Beach Club. I've messaged them to see if I can take the drone, which I think is going to be a big no-no, but we'll see what we can do. Take you around. There's like maybe like a slide going from one pool in the beach club to the other. Roofless setup. We've got a silly bar tab that we paid ahead of time. It's always the case when me and them go out. All the beds are usually for 4 people. We're doing it for 2, which is a good thing, because it means we get double the amount of beer wari. So they're going to be flowing tomorrow. Hopefully a sunny day. The king, I'm no doubt, will be looking a 10 out of 10 as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Hit that subscribe button. Your boy's still en route to 2K subs. And remember, the chef, he's always cooking.